Hey guys, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm going to actually turn that down a little bit. Thank you for joining me today on this episode of Paramount Leadership. Today we're going to be talking about taking online payments, how to do that, and some of the best features that you can have on your website. Let's go ahead and get started. Once again, my name is Mike Glover. Thank you for joining the show today on Paramount Leadership. Today we're going to be talking about taking online payments on your website. But before we get into the major piece of the content, if you like what you are going to see here, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification bell so you know when we go live for Paramount Leadership Group. We go live about maybe twice a week for this segment, along with Charitable Secrets, Arizona Outdoors, and Kid Leadership on Fridays. So there will be plenty for you to choose from. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at taking online payments. Think about how much money you may be losing if you are not making it easy for your clients to pay, right? Think about how many steps does it take for your clients to actually have to pay you. And so we're going to go over a few examples of that today and go over how that would actually look like and different ways you can actually take online payments and make it easier for your clients to pay you. Back a few years ago, when I worked in manufacturing, I was a quality assurance manager for a manufacturing facility, and every year we go through a quality assurance audit. And going through these audits is something, it's grueling. It's nerve-wracking for everybody. I was an auditor and actually traveled around and audited other companies. So I've been on both sides and know how nerve-wracking that is. However, a few years back when we had our annual audit completed, we had to pay thousands of dollars to make sure that they got paid for their service. So manufacturing facilities actually pay a third party to come in and actually audit their quality systems and make sure that everything is to par with the certain standards that they're certified to, like ISO 9001 or AS 9100, which is what we were. And so when we went to go pay, the auditing company did not take credit cards, right? And we thought that was kind of weird. This was back in like 2016, 2017, and it was absolutely crazy because what company in this digital age where credit card processing is so common, so easy, that you would not take a credit card payment. We even offered to pay the 3% charge that the company usually charges for credit card processing, 2.9%, something like that, but they wouldn't even do that, right? And so it made it more difficult for us to pay them, and eventually we went with another service provider, but they also are no longer in business. I think they either sold their business or maybe it's because they didn't take credit cards. I don't know. But you want to make it easy and painless for people to pay you for the service or product that you're providing, right? So let's talk about the first way is actually through your website, right? You can create an online gateway, payment gateway, so that people can actually pay you directly from your website. But there's a lot of things that kind of go into what that looks like. But the great way or the great thing about offering it on your website is that it's painless. You're not always having to be directly involved, and people can have that security knowing that you're getting the payment, that they're getting the service, depending on the terms and conditions of those services as well. But it makes it more seamless. You look a lot more professional when you have a payment gateway on your website, and that can take some setup because you do need a few things, right? The first thing you need is to have good security on your website, right? You want to have a valid SSL certificate. That's kind of a technical thing there, but it gets very technical when you're wanting to take online payments, especially on your website. And so some website builders have tried to make it a little bit more seamless by integrating in with different service providers and different merchant processing companies like PayPal and QuickBooks and Wave and all those kind of things. You're also going to want to make sure that you have encryption on your website, a TLS encryption, and you can usually buy those from your website builder, or sometimes they even come included. And then what I would also recommend is if you are collecting information, not just, a credit card payment for a product or something like that, but for coaches, for life coaches, where you're actually doing sessions and keeping track of those sessions, you're going to be collecting personal identifiable information from people. So I would actually recommend ISO certifications or compliance to 27001 and to 27018, as well as PCI DSS compliance, which is a payment card processing compliance that you can have for taking credit cards on your website. So now the second way to do it, and this is kind of a high level overview exactly of how to take online payments, right? The best way is, offering them right then and there a way to pay you right away. The second way is actually to invoice people. And invoices nowadays can actually be very online friendly. You could create invoices on Excel, send it to people, and send them to a link on your PayPal or something like that. And that's kind of very basic on paying. You can also take credit card payments over the phone, things like that, which is very simple. But if you're wanting to do it online and with fewer fees, invoicing is a great way to do it. And there's a ton of service providers. Square, let's see, who else do I have here in my notes? Wave, PayPal, Stripe, QuickBooks. These are all different service providers where you can actually invoice people. And now you have a lot of these little banks or these little credit cards like Aslo, where you can actually send invoices and they pay directly into the bank. What's great about Wave, for example, is that they can actually pay through ACH, which is a lower percentage rather than the 2.9%. I think it's about 1% is what they do. And you're able to either eliminate those fees completely through some service providers or pay a much lower fee, especially for high ticket items. So that is the downside, though, is when you do send invoices, right? I'm talking to someone on the phone. Maybe we're having a discovery call. They want to move forward. I don't have a payment gateway on my website that I can take them to so they can just pay right there. I actually have to send them an invoice maybe. And now they have time to wait, mull over, think, doubt everything that we just talked about. And so they either will take longer to pay or they won't pay at all. And now you have to chase that invoice for a while. And that can actually be kind of a downer because now you may have lost the sale just because of the way of you offering how you get paid. And if it's something that they have to go through a bunch of different steps to actually pay you, that can also be really troublesome. Think about what Amazon has done. Amazon has created an online shopping experience that has been completely seamless. They make it easy to shop, to pay, and ship products. And they've actually become a problem for people who ship products like FedEx and UPS, right? Because they are delivering much better service, much better quality, much faster. And being able to just throw things into your cart and just pay right away and getting those services done or those products delivered makes it so that more and more people are willing to do business through Amazon, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and go over a few examples of taking online payments. I'm going to actually show you my own online store that I just barely created yesterday so that you guys can get an example of how online payments can work, right? So I offer here a digital product, maybe a few shirts that I've connected my store through Printful and whatnot, but also a service here, right? So people go to my store. Maybe I have a Facebook ad out for tech services, and I want people to buy either directly on Facebook or Instagram and have them direct to my store's checkout, right? It looks a little bit more professional. It's on my website, okay? I'll give you guys a little bit fuller screen here, but they're able to kind of see exactly, maybe I need a few hours, maybe I need just 1 hour, and then I can just add it right here to my cart. And then it's right here added to the cart. It looks pretty seamless. I can view my cart, and you can kind of see exactly how that looks. Secure shopping, SSL certificate, right? I can enter in promo codes. You can also do your own stores through Shopify or other online retailers that you actually can do this. But this right here is through my Wix website where I provide services and even packages. And packages are a great way to offer services, because now instead of just 1 hour, what if I just want everything done for me? What if, instead of hiring me for an hour to do a few tweaks here and there, what if I wanted a better package, something that offered a lot more? So we will go ahead and show you how that works right here. Okay, so now here is a package deal, right? And we can build landing pages. We can do all sorts of things to help sell these products, these services, courses even, and make it seamless so that the process is more of this evergreen system where you're not really technically involved in the day-to-day trying to sell the course, but rather having a system in place that you have a landing page that sells the course, you have an online payment system that takes the payment right away, and they're able to get instant access to the service or product that you are providing. So let's go ahead and go over this, but you can kind of see exactly, what I'm going to get when I buy one of these services. Right, here's some frequently asked questions. What's great about these is I can actually have video in here. I can have links. I can have other resources within those FAQs. But when I come up here and want to select maybe this done for you package that's good for a year, what's great about Wix in creating these structures is that you can set the duration of how long the package is good for. And because they're getting it all done for them, they also get 8 sessions where we can hone their copy, their skills, all that kind of stuff, and whatnot. So they can sign up if they're not already a member. It has them sign up because we need to keep track of these sessions. They're actually going to have a client login account with a number of different forums and help and videos and all that kind of stuff that is within that package. And so they can either sign up through the custom form here, or they can actually just log in, and then it takes them to a separate website. Then what that does is it takes them to a secure payment card, and they can actually just pay for it, and they get automatic emails set up to where they can actually go there, right? So that's another way of another example, I guess, of why you'd want to have online payment gateways actually on your website. And there's a lot of things that go into that. Right? Now, let's say, for example, I wanted to do a webinar, okay? And I'm just going to go to the events here within the website. Okay, so here's an upcoming event I have for my monthly coaching session with my clients in a group coaching session, for example. And they are able, let's go ahead and zoom in just a little bit. Let's see, can I zoom? Okay, so you guys can kind of see. So this is a client-only webinar that is available, right? So they'd have to have their login, all that kind of stuff. And it's going to be held on a private Zoom meeting. So they're able to come in here and RSVP. It takes them to kind of like this little landing page where they're able to get more information about it. And then they can RSVP, they log in with their information, and they're able to get free access to that. Now, I could also offer free access to clients as well as paid tickets to the event as well. So if I wanted to sell this event for $50 or $125 or whatever, I can set that price, but clients who have already paid for a package, for example, can actually get that for free. So you want to have that flexibility with your packages, with your payment options, and all that kind of stuff, because if you're right here on the website, then you can have that flexibility for clients, potential clients, and so forth. So that is just a few things there. If you guys want to know more of the technical things of actually how to set that up, I've actually been thinking about providing a free course while it's in development to actually develop how-tos on how to build this all out for you. Some people want it done for them, and that's the packages that I offer. But if you guys are wanting to learn how to do it, maybe you don't have the money to pay someone to do it for you, and so you'd rather take the time and effort to learn that. I've been thinking about developing a course on my courses. So, for example, we'll go here. All right, so this right here are my courses that I currently offer. right? And so we're thinking about maybe developing a second course where it's a Wix website builder. You can see here I also offer advanced quality management systems training, just because of my life, my wonderful life as an auditor, and teaching people how to pass those audits without any kind of findings. But if you guys do want a course on that, let me know in the comments. I'll probably set up a landing page and do a pre-sale on that, but it's going to be free for now that I developed that. And while it's in development, you guys can have free access to the videos and quizzes and everything that comes up, and actually get a certificate if you want. But eventually it will go on for sale. So thank you very much for watching today. I'm trying to keep these videos and these lives a little short, maybe within 15, 20 minutes, so that people who do the replays or rewatch can not get so bored, I guess. I don't know if I'm boring or not. But if you do want these kind of things built for you, go ahead and go to mikeglover.co/plans to take a look at the pricing programs, as well as mikeglover.co/discover if you want to schedule a free 30-minute session where we can talk about your needs, your wants, and see what we can do for you. I will be going live again tomorrow for our Kid Leadership Program. Be sure to tune in tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning for my son's second live stream show for Kid Leadership. Thank you again so much for watching, and we will see you guys tomorrow. Thanks.